Okay, let's try and code this guessing game. Let's start with the inputs. Now I've just put the 3 variables up here that they asked us to use, and then we'll add in our extra stuff there. So the first one is to get the number to guess. So player 1 is going to come to the computer and type in their number to guess. So we want that to be an input, and I'm going to put in please enter number to guess. Okay, just keep it really clear for them. And I'm going to put a \n and a little arrow there so they can get a cursor. Now that needs to be an integer, so we'll put int there, and we can put just another bracket on the end. Don't forget that one on the end. Let's just move that over so you can see it all. So they're going to ask us for a number to guess, and then we're going to get that converted to an integer. Now the next thing, we need to check that's between 1 and 10, don't we? So we need to have a little loop in here and ask them again, and we need something to control the loop. So let's set that variable to control the loop to false. We're going to call it valid. I'm going to say while not valid. So we're using some opposite logic here just to make it more human readable. And number to guess equals int. And we can say let's do a little if statement here. So if number to guess is greater than 0, and the number to guess is less than 11, then valid becomes true. And once valid becomes true, the loop will stop and that will break there. So that's the first part here. So that should work now. And we can test that. We just run the code. Please enter numbers to guess, and I'll type in 33. And it's asked me again, type in number 6, and that's worked. Okay, so we've got a number to guess. That's our input. Next step is we need to get the other person up to put in their guess. So we're going to use the variable name guess here. And we also need to do this 5 times, so we need to count. So let's say, and the count is the number of guesses. That's what they want us to use. So let's put number of guesses equals 0. And then in a while loop, while number of guesses is, we can do less than 6. That takes us up to 5. Let's start from 0. So let's just, maybe we'll start from 1, and then we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need to then get the guess. So variable name guess equals int input. Please enter guess, don't we? So your guess. Give them a little cursor. So they can enter a guess in there, and we'll do a test. So if guess is equal to number to guess, what do we want to do? We want to kind of break that loop. So we could put in the word break here, and that will break the loop. But we can find another way of doing that after. So we could break the loop, otherwise it's going to keep asking us. And we can just say number of guesses. We need to increment them. Plus equals 1. So that's number of guesses equals number of guesses plus 1. That's just another way of writing that. And so if they do get it, we can output here. We can just print player 2 wins. And if they don't do it, then we want to output we need to have a match, don't we? Let's take that out there because that's not going to be the best way of doing it. So let's put that down there. Match equals true, and let's have a match equals false up here. And then we can say, so once it's all done, if match is equal to true, then let's say player 2 wins. And then else we want to print player 1 wins. So that's one way of doing it. Let's see if that works. And guess is 5. We'll guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Player 2 wins. Run it again. We'll guess 7, and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Player 1 wins. So give us 5 guesses. So that one works there. So that's good. I'm happy with that. I don't like the break here. I don't like to break out of a while loop. I'd rather have a control up here, which is a little bit different. So we could say we could change the value of number of guesses here. We could just do that instead. That's another way of coming out. We could say number of guesses equals, let's just do that. That's 6. And that should break it as well for us. So guess number 7, and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 7. It's broken the loop for us. So anything there that creates a condition to break it, so we push the guesses up to outside the limit that it's looking for to stopping the loop from breaking. We could have something like here, like a valid statement in here. So while keep guessing, we can do that and change a variable there to do it. But there's many ways of doing it. Just a little bit neater to do it in the condition rather than a break, but that all works for us. So I'm happy with that. The only other thing we could do here is do a try and accept on the input. So if we do this and someone types in 1, we're going to get an error. So we need to know that it's a number. So we could do a try and accept. So we need another loop within that. We can try getting the input, accept, ask them again. So we need a loop to loop around that one too, which would look like this. So we need another valid loop, but we'll put a loop in there and a try and accept. But I won't do that on this video. I'll let you find that out for yourself. Okay.